Hi everyone. Una good afternoon, good evening, good morning, anywhere you are. So I want us to do the work where una say devil send me. So I want to now because no time, no time to check time. So let's start. Una already see wetin we want talk, wetin I want talk today. Okay, we have some nice cheese wey we will take talk. Oh, look at me questa at times do live video. Anyway, it is necessary. I can't escape it at times. It is something that is really spiritual. So my pastor will talk, so they call them. They say calling. I cannot escape at times. So we have to do some video and we have to do some commentary. We have to wake up some people that are sleeping. Okay, we have a lot to talk about today on this live broadcast. As you can see, I posted something on my Facebook and posted a lot. We have argued a lot today, comments and all. So I not die, see their life. Look, I'll put some cheese on my mouth. Some pastor preaching. You know who better read this cheese? Some pastor preaching. For the Nigeria. One of the spend on hours, they waste on our time. You know better read these chips. So I'm gonna test the cheese before we start. Do you want? For this broadcast, I want to talk about common sense and prayer. When we dey grow, they come as Africa, the teachers say everything I pray over it. Everything you have to pray over it. Everything you have to pray over it. Road not good, pray over it. The toilet, pit toilet not good, pray over it. This pray over it, pray over it, pray over it. It can make some people they used to prayer instead of walking. We come they used to prayer. That is why when I see the laziness of youth, when they take prayer, bring up, and that's as it take him. Everything get as a beam. Because now pray over it, pray over it. This road not good though. Accident go happen. Oh yeah, let us pray before we travel. Your tire, it not good though. Oh yeah, let us pray over it before we go. Because of prayer, many mechanics lose work. Many people lose their life. Okay? Because of pray over it. We not dey take things serious. We not dey do the practical. Instead, now pray over it for everything. And we don't try this prayer method as African for so many years. And for me, I don't know for some of you now, because I notice say a lot of people still dey very lost. A lot of people, they don't know what they do. They still they do this pray over it method, and it's bringing no solution as Africans to our life. We continue to pray and there is no solution. It's just pray like mad people, and you see at the end there is no solution for what you are praying for. If I'm a big fool, what are you doing in my live broadcast? Why can't you go to all these pastors live broadcast and be in their live broadcast and pray over there, and you get the fuck out of here? Okay, you better leave now. On the count of 1 to 5, take your goddamn self out of my live broadcast. I'll continue to say is that the prayer is not working. And we need to wake up. Whether you like it or not, that is none of my business, guy. I don't smoke, not be small. See, I don't smoke, not be small. Do you have more smoke to give to me, guy? Bring am, oh Jesus baby. See grown man. Just imagine a grown man when they answer. See grown man when they answer Jesus baby. That is where your problem starts alone. They see Emeka, they see Chigozie, they see Osaro, they see Nosa, they see Chikodi, they see Ngozi. You not give yourself. Even manage the girl name, because I not see the man when dey your body. As the way we they put comment, I not even see the man when dey your body. You understand me? You not put no one. Your name na Jesus baby. Imagine. That is why you dey think like infancy. That is why you cannot wake up, because at 2020 you dey answer Jesus baby. You are a big joke and a shame to Africa. Okay, so I think you can take yourself out of my broadcast, but you still remain there, because the problem with many of you now, you like what you hate. So boy, stay there, okay, and listen. Maybe you will wake up, because we don't teach some of people like una. We don't teach them. I be mugu say mugu wey get sense pass you. Mugu wey not the answer Jesus baby. Let me call you and tell you what. Come on, get the fuck out of this place. If they want to call into my country, what is the country code? The country code is Spain number 0034. I know Nigerians are very sensitive when it comes to religion, and there is no other way we could wake people up. There is no other way we could speak to them without touching the religious aspect of the problem we have in Africa or in Nigeria as a whole, because the number one problem we have in Africa is the religion. There is no way we would speak or whatsoever without touching the religion. I put my number there, and don't call me. Jesus baby, don't call me. Jesus baby, don't call me. If you don't have anything important to contribute, you better take your ass out of here and go and stay with your sky daddy, okay? He say, good evening, I want to call in to make your... The number is there. The number and the code is there. You can call in if you want. If you have something to contribute, you can call in, okay? If you have questions, please leave my pastor out of this. That is the problem you have. Your pastor is the problem we have in Africa. Your problem is many of you are so sensitive. When you become religion, you bring your sensitivity everywhere. Why can't you practice your religion without no sentiment? You can easily practice this religion without no sentiment, with your common sense, with your logic along. Because I saw a video that your pastor did, of which when you do something, okay, especially we live in Africa where the country is not, people are not trying to do something for themselves. People are not trying to wake up. When you do, and now we are in 2020, we have cameras, we have video, we have social media, where people can easily express themselves. And when you make a video and the video is in the public eye, there are people that will make opinions. You didn't put the video in the private. There are people that will make contributions. There are people that will adjust the video, because most African pastors have spent all their life manipulating their members, distorting the reality for the people not to understand. At the end of the day, they go to the bank smiling heavily because they have a lot of cash in the bank, of which they don't even share the money with the environment they are living. They build their churches in slums, because the more you are in slums, the more you are poor, the more you are religious, the more you want to, you are helpless. You just want to hold on to something that will give you hope. The more you are afraid to die, because when you see a poor man is a man that don't want to die. And what the religion normally sell, and how do the religion deceive people, it is you will die, you will die, you will die. All I've seen in my Facebook debates and whatever is fear mongers and people that wants to put fear, people that want to say fear, people that have nothing tangible to contribute apart from you will die, you will die. I have died and come back. If you want me to die again, I will die, okay? Jesus, baby, I don't know the type of girl you are going to train with this, your name, Jesus, baby. I don't know the type of boys you are going to raise for we Africans, because we are tired of criminals, weak black men, men that are not ready to build wealth apart from spending 3 hours in the church and wasting our garden time. You don't have to have people in the society that are not creative, that are not doing something, and the government is nobody but me and you, nobody else. The government is me and you. I don't care how you feel. I don't care about your sentiments. I don't care about my own sentiments. If you can see, when you don't even care about your own sentiments, who you are going to fucking hurt, you just care about the well-being of everybody, not myself. I have my life already done, okay? I'm not fighting for myself. I have children that I cannot even take to my country, that I cannot even boast fully about my country. They laugh at me. So it is time we have to stand, unless we are going to start to answer Jesus, baby, at the age of 35 years, unless we are going to... unless we are going to be naming our children after Jesus that have done nothing for us. I will block you, still come, this girl. Okay, stay there and listen anyway. This one, some people in this chat, I don't want to mention their name. They were religious, they were like going to church every day, every minute. I helped them to live all this way. Today they have a better and a happy life. And I see testimony. I will continue to do it without no apology, because I think that is the only way I can add to my community. And I would not like to see a lot of black people behave or speak ignorant in the public, because at times I'm so ashamed the way I see some certain behavior on social media and manipulation. I think we should be bigger than that. I don't need to listen to the Bible, because we know how the Bible come into our African spaces. We know how we accept the Bible. We know how because our parents, many of our parents, they were illiterate. Many of them couldn't read or write. Our forefathers, many of them, they know how they normally do their own thing. But for you to tell me that the Bible came or whatever, many of these third generations are people that they use the Bible to really manipulate. Because I can still remember when my grandmom was still alive, when we are going to church, she will tell us with Benin, when then, or some of them are going to church, because right from time like so like I see from now till 10 years how things is going to be. My grandmother normally say, I see a lot of elders normally say it, because I normally sit with elders, with people that are old and everything. I normally see the way they feel about the church issues. They say, "Are you a Christian? Please, I want to know." I'm not a Christian. I don't have a religion. I don't want to have one. I was a Christian before. I got my spiritual awakening. I have to leave the religious space because it wasn't doing me anything good. I wasn't progressing. I wasn't happy. I was living in fear. I was living in depression. I have to leave because I know myself. If something is not good for me, I have to let it go. So I've tried. Will you be happy if you find yourself in hell? I don't know if hell exists. Okay? If you should tell me that hell exists, which type of hell do you want people to go again? Because I've traveled 13 or 14 countries, okay? I haven't seen a lot of people that is afraid to go to heaven and hellfire more than African people. It is the African people that are really afraid to go to hellfire or to go to heaven. They are extremely afraid to go to hellfire. I don't know why. I don't really know why. And I want to give you some instance. We are living in an advanced country. For example, the divided state of UK, whatever all this country around. We are living there. There is light, there is water, there is food, there is everything, good road, everything. And you see these people, they are not worried to go to hellfire. They are not worried to go to hellfire. I've never heard from the white people getting worried of going to hellfire or heaven. I've never heard it. We have had normal conversation, but going to hellfire or heaven is the last. That means you must be a devil. Yeah, I'm a devil. Yeah, I'm a devil. Do you want to see the devil? Sam, may I bring and come out for you? And we keep it. Now we keep the devil. If you want to know, we keep it. If you want, we can bring it out for you to see. So chill, Jesus baby. That before you got that name, you must be psychologically stupid, or you must be going through some certain things that will make you to call yourself. I haven't even seen your picture. I know you are not a baby, that you are an adult. Before you can publicly name yourself Jesus baby, you are a joker already. Your names already tell me who you are. Okay? If what is coming, you will give your life to God. I don't want to give my life to God. I don't want to give my life to God. I have my life when I'm here. When I'm no more here, I don't care what happened. Okay? That should be the less headache I have. Okay? That should be the majority of Edo girls have bad character. That is a stereotype. That is a stereotype. Okay? It is not the way you think, okay? So it's normal. We come from Nigeria, where people can easily stereotype, and there are so many unacceptable behavior that at times when we meet some certain people, we think that there is no more good people. It's normal, okay? Maybe as time goes on, you move around, you will understand that if we want to talk about a woman, a Edo woman is the best mother, the best wife you can have, the more responsible people you can meet, okay? But that is not the topic for today. We can talk about that another time, okay? I love you, my sister. Please, hell is real. I don't believe in hell. Imagine somebody, people, okay, the comment distracted me. Somebody is living in the first world, what they call the first world, okay? Okay. If that is what you said, I don't know where you come from. Maybe if you are Igbo, I think everybody have their own way of doing things. If you offend people, you will not expect them not to insult you. You will not expect them not to be disrespectful to you, because I believe in every action, there is a reaction. Case closed, okay? So, as I was talking, in the first word, there is water, there is light. They don't pray for water to on. They don't pray for whatever. They don't do all this excess prayer that many of you engage yourself into, to the extent your pastor will tell you, go and carry a stone, start stoning the devil, start doing this, start doing that. You will continue to do it like a fool. Some of them will manipulate you. Your mother is your problem now. You know what you have to do? Go and eliminate your mother before you could be able to be somebody in the society. These are the people, these are the prophecies some pastor can give to some citizens. Go and eliminate your mother because they think that your mother is the problem. This is the man that has never worked. He doesn't have a handwork. He has never in his life created a CV, a curriculum CV to share. He can't even create his own job, because Nigeria is not a place where you should be looking for a job. You should create a job for yourself and not looking for one. because the society is not so organized where everybody is going to get government job, where everybody is going to be employed by another Nigeria. Unless you want to be a gate man, you want to be a cook, you want to be or whatever. But because two, there is no trust. People don't have trust in employing other people to work for them. One, kidnapping. Two, stealing. Three, 419. People prefer to employ people, some people in their family. So you have to create your own job. I am a typical example of a bad-mannered Edo girl. See how you insult people in your live video. Yeah, because your problem is that you can't even go through the comment and see how that person insulted me before. That is the problem you have. And I know that is number one problem of Nigeria, which is manipulation, and that is none of my business. If I'm a typical or not, that should be my own business. You can own your own live video and do whatever pleases you there. I never own this live video and start insulting anybody, but this Jesus baby or whatever he called himself took himself into my video and start distracting me, insulting me, and you want me to just keep quiet or what? No, things are not done that way. Okay, so that is it. So I was watching a video on Facebook. This video, I'm just going to drop this video here, okay? Not to call crowd. If you feel like watching, you can watch. You would have replied the insult with constructive criticism. Why don't you up on your own video and reply insult with constructive criticism if I'm not doing it properly? Because I think I'm doing it to my own ability, where many of you guys or African, you think you can bash into people's live video without the person is not insulting anybody. I'm just speaking my mind, and you start to insult me because you call yourself Jesus baby. Oh my God, I'm a devil baby, and I'm so crazy. You better leave now. You will not cause your manipulation here. I'm not going to debate about whether criticism or what. You can own your video and do the same. Do whatever you want, guy. So I am going to play this video for you to check the two video. But I said I'm sorry, didn't I? Okay, I'm sorry too. We have fight. Are we going to settle now? Is it fine? Settlement, or we continue to fight? Just let me know what you want. It's not easy dealing with you people. Because I know many of you are so sensitive when it comes to religion. You are so sensitive. You can take bullet for your pastor. You can. So I know somebody that went to remove his mother's head because the pastor asked him to do so. So I'm not here to complacate any of you. So I'm going to show this video of a little girl praying for coronavirus to go. So that is why I said in this video that common sense or functional things that are functioning, because we have spent time praying in Africa. We bring our children up to be a prayer warrior. We bring our children up to pray, to cast, to band. Do you think you owe your life? Let me die. If I sleep tomorrow, I die. Please don't cry. Don't just worry. I've died and come back to life. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself, guy. I've enjoyed my life. I've lived my life. I've helped. I've loved people. I've hated people. I've done all I'm supposed to do. So you don't worry about me. Don't just worry. The least you should be worried about is me. Worry about yourself. No, we are going to fight. That is what you people used to. Did you own your life? Did you don't own your life? Do you know how many people that is dying of hunger in that Africa today? Do you know people that are going through stress, that don't even have a home to stay? You just come out and when we talk about the main problem in Africa, which is the religion, you come out, you want to disparate everywhere. I'm sorry, boy. Not until now you give your life to Jesus. I'm not giving my life to nobody. I'm not giving my life to nobody. So don't worry. If I'm even getting married, for example, there is a court over there, a civil court where you can get married and have your certificate. You don't need to worry yourself. You don't just need to worry yourself with going to church. If I'm invited to church, social gathering, nothing more. I don't consider it as any church, because you people have destroyed, you people have pulled Africa back to number 0 because of religion. We are tired and we are weak every day because of religion. Instead of things to function, the politician will talk, we use 5 sentences and we use the rest, religion, whatever, to cover up, and all of you will take water and drink. It is over. Enough of the scam. So we have seen where many of our children, we have seen many times our children, we teach them from Genesis to Revelation. They can quote every passage of the Bible, but when it comes to what really matters to us, these children don't know anything about what really matters to us as Africa. You see that they will start praying. When you go to the first world, or as they called it, we go to Europe, we go to Asia, we go to everywhere, you see children are well equipped, educated scientifically, mathematical, they know everything. Children are well brought up in another manner to help the society. But we as Africa, we begin to produce mini pastors, mini babies pastors to put into the scam. Maybe when their papa died, they will say, "Na pikin be this." Maybe when the pikin died, they will say, "Na a wife be this." Okay? We continue. If you continue like this, I will block you. Okay? You better leave this audio loving. You better leave this broadcast, because I don't give a fuck to what you are putting on here. I don't care whatever you know. That is your own business. Okay? Before some certain people that you are trying to put around here, they came into my life, I was functioning as me. So, bye, girl or boy. If you don't have the courage to put yourself on video, you don't have the courage to put your own pictures on your Facebook, that already shows that you have a psychological problem. You have problem on your own. Okay? You should grow up and put some of your pictures on your Facebook page when you are talking. Then we know the bitch or the person that is speaking. You cannot hide on that fake account and you speak nonsense and you think it get to me. I'm sorry, babe. Bye. So, as we are saying, we have done nothing than manufacture pastors for local consumption, to scam, to take money from people and whatsoever. So, I see another one in making. Now there is a coronavirus, doctors, nurses, everything is running around. And you see an African child praying. That is the only contribution most of us, Africans, Nigerians, have added to humanity, to pray. We are tired of prayers. Time to work. So, no coronavirus. Please, no coronavirus. I don't want any coronavirus. All of us were famine that meant to be declared the power of God. Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, I pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, I pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, declare this power. Father, in the name of Jesus, declare this power. Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, I pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, take all this coronavirus. Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, I pray. Father, declare all Is this a solution to the coronavirus? We have taught a lot of our children to be crazy this way. We have taught a lot of our children to be stressed this way. And now the coronavirus, or the reality is here now. Is all this going to help us? Is this going to help us? Even the pastor that promises a lot with their gods and whatever, what have they given to you? They can't even share food. They can't even do something that will help you. Yeah, let them continue to pray. They are praying because they have doctors, they have nurses, they have everything. Okay? They have everything. They are not just praying. They are not just praying like you. Let us use not the capacity of people that was sick with this coronavirus in Europe. Can Nigeria take that capacity of people? Can they? I think if we have left all this pray for nonsense, pray for this one, pray for that one, pray for bullshit, we couldn't have been where we are today. We couldn't have been in the environment we have today. Africa could have advanced a lot. The time we could have spent in creating good hospital, creating good roads, engineers and all. They were busy creating pastors, and what pains me a lot, most of these people that they believe or they think they are educated, they sit down in the church and allow people to manipulate them. At the end, they are of no use to the society. It is time we need to wake up ourselves and know what we are doing. With all this baba that this baby just did now. Imagine this girl grow up now. What is she going to have? Before every 5 conversation, God will do it. That is a dismissal. That is when you don't want to have a conversation, you use that religious aspect to dismiss it very fast. Okay? And that is what we have been seeing for long. Politicians will use 3 words, gods. They will put God in everything to block the conversation. You will ask questions, they will use God to block the conversation. You will do this, they will use God to block the conversation. Aren't you people tired of looking for imaginary people that cannot help you, that cannot repair your roads, that cannot build a magnificent hospital for yourself? Aren't you tired of depending on people or on something that can't do nothing for you? Are you people not getting tired of religion? You can't even sit down to have a conversation in the black society without them bringing the Jesus of religion into issues that really matters. Instead of us to create mega hospital, mega businesses, factories and all, we are creating mega 10,000 seats of churches everywhere. Every corner is church, noise pollution. People are dying because of lack of rest. Imagine somebody go to work in the morning. The time you are supposed to be sleeping, you will lay your head very close to a church that is shouting and disturbing everybody. There is no peace for people in Africa. That is why the expectancy of life in Africa and Europe is a very long separation. It's before you see a black man 50 something years, they have already died because noise, they don't have peace generator, the heart is being disturbed. And what is the solution? Is Jesus the solution? No, he is not the solution. Never. Bye. I know you are triggered and I can't do nothing about that. Bye. So let us play the other video that will stimulate. Ciao. Adios, cariño. Let me play the other video that will stimulate your brain for you to understand what I'm trying to explain before we go to the Oyakilome video. I'm sorry. I will. Something that is not benefiting you. Everybody want to put themselves. You are not only putting yourself, you are putting everybody in this mess. I think we are getting tired of church. People spending hours in the church doing nothing for themselves. Instead, they come around and complain. Now this one, they worry me. They always come out negative from the church because the lie, the fear, the hatred. They build nothing but hatred in the church. Right from years, this behavior has been going day by day. You don't go to church. That place is where I call Ozworaya. That is where it is. Where there is no peace, it is all about person they worry them, person they worry them. That is all they can offer. Nothing more. It is all witch hunt every time in the church. Okay, let us listen to this boy and let us see the point that we can. Let us see the point that this guy, what this guy is saying. Let us see if there is any way it could help our community if it is applied, or is prayer that Chris Oyakilome, Suleiman, or whatsoever prophet pastors will preach in the church that will make us to advance as Africa. Let us listen to this boy. Everything is common sense. When you leave religion, no too much sentiment, no too much triggered dude.
So. I have so many things to say about this country. Here is where I work at Sonic Car Wash. I sell air fresheners for my dad. And I also got a phone for my dad last month. So I researched about many things which I'm here to share with you guys and I will share with you today. But first of all, I want to talk about the difficulties we face in Nigeria here. One of the major problems we have in Nigeria is that the youth we have now are lazy, like Buhari said, and do not want to engage themselves in what will benefit them. Rather they engage themselves in what will benefit them and also put tears on the face of their fellow Nigerians. Like we talk about armed robbery, we talk about social media combatitis, we talk about the Yahoo guys, as all of you know, and talk about the big pocketers and in the streets. I've also been a victim of that also. So now the second one is that Nigerians, the rich people in Nigerians always oppress the poor. Like, I want to share my experience with you today. I came here this morning, then a few minutes after I came, a man drove a big Benz into here. It was with like two backup at his back. They were huge. One was police and at the back of the other one they wrote Moko. So they were all holding a big gun. So everybody was afraid to go near him because of the men who are at his back are very, very strict. So I took courage and went to him and advertised my product, the air fresheners, that he should buy for his car. Then he didn't even answer me, and the policemen go at me, so I left them. I was coming back from buying food for my dad. I stepped on something and I fell with the food. I hit the man on his leg. Without even letting me explain myself or telling him that I'm sorry, he hit me on the face with his fist. And this is the mark here. So that is gone now. So I want to encourage Nigerians who have to stop oppressing the poor, and instead you should aid the poor for them because you don't know what you can get from the poor. There are some people that are with talent. There are some people that are good, but are afraid but are not privileged to showcase their talents because of the oppression of the poor. You understand? So once again, I want to encourage Nigerians to join our heads together, figure out more things that we can do with the nutrients we get from agriculture. Because I also want to study crop science in the university when I get admission. I want Nigerians to join together, figure out more things we can do with the nutrients we get from plants. I want us to come together and boost agricultural products together. I want us to find a way to cure poverty and hunger. I want us to find a way to boost foreign exchange. I want the government to lend, to give out loans and give subsidies to the farmers who are yet and who are ready to work for Nigerians.
Who are ready.
I also want the government to bring out research institutes for the people who want to figure out what is can do with the nutrients we get from plants. And again, I want the government to address this issue I spoke of today that just happened. I want them to, number one, bring out law enforcement agencies to get those who are being lazy and who indulge in fraudulent activities. And I also want a strict law to be put in against the rich who oppress the poor. Because what I faced today was even wow. And people would not even retaliate to the man because of the men holding the big guns. So I want to encourage our government to take a step of action towards this. So again, I've also researched about my agricultural dream. And now we talk about oil and gas sector. Most of the youths, most of the men people are running towards that sector. That which we have also forgotten our forefathers' dream. We have forgotten about the agricultural sectors, which used to bring much profit to the Nigerians. Now I thought about the agricultural sector. I thought that we have much land which are yet to be used. We have nutrients which have not been used up that can benefit to agricultural production. Then I want to use this as a medium to draw the youth and tell them that there is a way we can work together and gain much profit, not for ourselves, but also for the country. Because if we come together and figure out what things we can do with the nutrients we get from plants, the other countries who want to buy that knowledge, and we also know that knowledge and information is power. Then if we can do all those stuff, even the government will have a benefit from this, because if we have much products from our sector, then this is going to lead into foreign exchange, which will bring more profit to the government and more profit to us. And again, it will bring a name for Nigeria, and we shall be known for success instead of failure. Thank you very much. My name is Silver. God bless you.
Una see pikin, the pikin where they shout, that child that was shouting, praying. I ask again, what benefit does it have to Nigeria? What benefit? All the shouting, all the prayers. Prayer don't ever build one road for that Nigeria. Don't overall the pastor all of them they donate public GoFundMe for. Now GoFundMe, because when a nation they put money for basket for one person, that person will be extremely rich. That is why you see them when they reach altar, they talk anyhow. They are very arrogant. They insult people indirectly. Passive aggression on you people. And yeah, daddy. Because many of you are brainwashed. Sense is not there with you now. That is the problem many of you have. That is why you don't read between the line. When you see people reading between the line, reading body language, their behavior, all of you just sit down there like Dundee. You will be looking, they will preach, turn the Bible, extort to people, talk to you people anyhow, insult you people, laugh at you people with poverty. The pastor that were poor more than you before, they will start to make jest of you people, abuse your women, Then you people will clap for them. Yeah, Daddy G, oh, mommy. Don't you know it is a complex, it's a complete low self-esteem all of you involve yourself into. When you see people that read between the line, you brand them as a devil, you brand them in whatsoever name that pleases you. For me, I don't care whatever you try or you feel to call me. I'm going to hold direct to my logical and common sense. Because many of people, you normally say common sense, but it's not common. If it's common, many of you could have do better for years. That you are being bondage, you are being in this church where they shame you people, disgrace you people, insult you people, talk to you in direct. You cannot still understand what is really going on, because you will never understand, because the religion problem is a mental problem that many of you cannot think beyond that. You are very sentiment, you carry your sentiment everywhere, you get triggered very quick because of the imaginary things that you have in your head, or that you have choose to build up inside you, that is not working for you for years. Later you start catching everybody which around, this one and winch, this one and winch, this one and winch, because when you go to that church, it is all about preaching about disunity. They don't want people to unite together, because they know when people unite, the fraud cannot continue. That is what is happening today. That whenever any pastor make any video, we analyze it, the body language, the way they speak, we analyze everything, and they are not finding it funny. They could have just think that all this phone, all this smartphone go for just be for rich people, not be for normal citizen. If before they brought smartphone to Africa, they could have picked names, that for names of people they should distribute it to. Your pastor will be among the people that will say they shouldn't give any of you phones. But unfortunately, it never happened like that, and it is never going to happen like that. That is why you see all the pastors are so nervous, because every preaching, everything they do, we are going to analyze and stock it, and show you people the real truth out of it. That is what the shine your eye is all about. I don't care who get burnt. So let us go now to the Oyakhilome preaching. So therefore, we are going to analyze it and talk about it, because enough of all this arrogant behavior. They do one thing in Africa, when they go out to Europe or other country where the laws are functioning, they abide to the law very well. And by abiding to the law, not that people just create the law. No, there are people that are enforcing the law, which is the judge, the courts, judiciary. People enforce the law. Okay? They don't just create law. And there are people that abide by the law too. They don't just create law and start functioning. But we are in a country where that, who be your papa? What is your father's name? What is your son name? Okay. What is your business name? What is your church name? Are you the pastor of this? That is how it functions. And it needs to change. It needs to change. For law to function the way it functions in Europe, we as Africa, we need to change. You don't need the government. We, the citizens, we have the 80% of problems we have in Nigeria. We are the 80% of problem we have in every aspect of our life. Even in this comment section, most of you that come out with your mugu behavior to come and comment here, defending on undefendable behavior, unacceptable behavior, you are the problem we have in Africa, because you take your sentiment everywhere. You don't feel for the general public. You feel for your pastor, and you feel for your self-interest. And that is not acceptable. So, let us analyze Oyakhilome. Oyakhilome. Who na happy?
Nobody can help you. No amount of prayer. No one can help you. It's only people who say they are Christians that fight ministers of the gospel. Others, when they know, they remove their hands. They say, he's a pastor. They shift away. But the one that says he's a Christian is bold.
Let us pause here. You know, all these years when there was no smartphone, when there was no whatever, most of the Nigeria, African, Ghana, whatever pastor, they make themselves lords over a lot of people. They make themselves a demigod over the rest, to manipulate, to lie, to control, to destroy, to cause problem between everybody. They have been doing it for long, and it was functioning for them, not until people begin to speak against it. People begin to stop expecting the sky daddy to come and do something for us. We start to believe in ourselves, and many people saw the results. So many of the law in Africa, the police, they wasn't helping, or whatever, all these pastors, they wasn't helping, because over here in Europe, compared to this place over here in Europe, when you have a church, there are so many laws and so many paperwork you have to do to be able to own a church. Like over here in Spain, most churches cannot even boast that they are church. They can say that they are church, but actually there is no way they could register that place as a church. Why? One, it's not conducive for people to be inside. Two, it's not safe for people to be inside. Three, maybe the aforo. The aforo means the people that could be inside the church. Maybe the council can say, okay, inside this place there should be 50 people. You know, there is no way when the government say 50 people and you put 100, or you beat the capacity and something happen, it is a big civil responsibility for you to take. Maybe fire got accident in the place, there is an accident or whatever, you are in a big problem. So for you to be able to register a church, you are going to spend a lot of money, because you have people in your care, now children, all these things. That is why at times when I see all these 10,000 seaters or whatever church, I begin to laugh, because many of you are playing with your life. We have seen so many cases where Boko Haram have burnt a lot of churches with people inside. A lot of people have lost their life senselessly in the name of religion. And we still continue to see all these pastors deceiving and lying to people every day. What they cannot even do in Europe, they come to Africa and practice the nonsense. When they're in Europe, they take to the last paper before they could open a gate of a place socially between we blacks. We call it church. But for the white people, it is called association. They open it as association, that meeting. Let me put it like a meeting. It is a meeting for black people. They cannot even call it church. All those criminal prophecy that they normally give to people, lying to people, destroying family, destroying people every day, they cannot do it, because these people are not a psychologist. They don't have the rights. They don't even have the right. When you talk about counseling, they don't even have the right to counsel nobody. They don't have no fucking certificate. That is why they cannot do it. That is why when you tell your pastor something, the next day we start using it to preach. Sister Julie, the husband beat her, her hair can't swell up. I was the one that went to settle them. Before those things will fly out of his mouth, you will not know. The other man, that woman used to fight her husband. They will start disparading nonsense on the altar. So Pastor Oyakhilome is annoyed because the task force that is tracking down on public gathering in Nigeria is doing their job, and you can listen to what he said, trying to portray those pastors like they are untouchable. Nobody can touch them. Nobody can speak to them. They are not supposed to abide by the law of the land. That is what Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, that have been in London for years, He has churches in London. He has his wife in London. He has his children in the in UK and everything. That is what is because when they see the level of knowledge or of brain that you have, that is how they will preach to you. When they are in Nigeria, they will say one thing. When they're in Europe, in America, they say another thing. So he is preaching according to the Nigeria mentality to brainwash them, because he knows that these people, they are not abiding by the law. He is not doing anything to make them abide by the law. If this is Europe, this man will be sued, because he's obstructing the work of the police, is obstructing the work of the task force. It's making it difficult for them, because he had people on his dominion that he had the obligation to pass the message to the congregation that, oh, look, you people shouldn't go out, you people should do this, you people should do that. But he failed to do that because he wanted to portray himself or the rest pastor, the bandits, criminals, prophet pastors. He want to portray them as a demigod to Nigerians, especially the gullible ones that don't know what time is. So let us continue with the video. They have been doing all these things for long, and we question ourselves why things are not working in Nigeria. When people that have the majority of control and crowd, they cannot teach people the correct thing that they are supposed to be teaching. There is no way people will learn, because they are the one that tell these people, God will do this, God will do that. The only authority you have to listen to is the authority of God, and we haven't seen this God anywhere. So you people have to abide by the authority of the police or the task force. You stay at home when necessary. We are tired of manipulation, lies, destroying our society.
Enters the church.
See, story.
Okay. So, if you're a pastor and they assault you, don't feel bad. You're not the first. Don't feel bad. But for the rest, pray for your pastors. Remember to pray for them. Never condemn a pastor.
Who will pray for us?
Never. Don't ever do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't join those who do it. Don't. Keep your mouth to yourself.
Stay on code.
So he says, pray for us that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men.
Is this in the Bible? No.
For all men have not faith. So remember to pray for them. At this moment, I want us to begin praying. If you're in your home, either you stand up or you kneel. Okay? Whatever it is. Either you stand up or you kneel. But take a position for prayer now. Take a position for prayer now. You either stand up to pray now or you kneel to pray. Take a position for prayer now.
That was how the slave were
And
treated.
talk to the Lord.
Kneel down.
Pray for ministers of the gospel. Pray for the churches of Christ around the world.
Story. Every plan of Satan to dominate the church is destroyed. The church is not given into their hands. We are in the day of the church. The church has not been given into the hands of sinners.
We're in the day of the church.
I love to love this thing.
Pray against policies of governments
Come and pray in
that
Europe
seek
against it.
to work against the church. For they will not be successful. Pray that the word of the Lord may have free course in every nation, in every country. That this gospel will have free course and be glorified in every country. Pray that the gospel be effective in your nation, in your country. Speak the words of faith and destroy every evil work of darkness against the churches. All wickedness against the churches of Christ around the world. Pray against all such evil work. And you say, in the name of the Lord Jesus, I destroy those evil works. I destroy those evil plans against the churches of Christ. Decree it. Decree it. Decree it for every nation, for every country. Decree it. Every nation. The authorities went in there and arrested the pastor, and that the leader of the group was so pompous and announcing how he succeeded in arresting a pastor. He arrested a pastor. He was very excited. He arrested a pastor. Terrible, terrible. But he's not the first to arrest a pastor. Jesus, the authorities went in there and arrested the pastor, and that the leader of the group was so pompous and announcing how he succeeded in arresting a pastor. He arrested a pastor. He was very excited. He arrested a pastor. Terrible, terrible. But he's not the first to arrest a pastor. Jesus was arrested. And Jesus was doing what the people didn't want him to do. And the apostles did what they were not allowed to do. The government said, don't preach in this name anymore. They went on preaching. Right? They arrested them. So it's not enough to say,
oh my gosh.
Well, if you do what the government says not to do, then we have the power to arrest you. Arrest. That pastor was not the first person to do what government said don't do.
These are parents.
When I heard of it, I didn't judge him.
Why will you judge him when all of you are birds of the same feather?
What if he was praying? And that was
Pulpit
the guy
bandits.
Let me tell you, it's not everybody that will take some of the steps that we might take. Not everyone. We're guided. The Holy Spirit knows exactly how he wants things done. It's up to him. But I'm only saying that
not the only Holy Spirit.
That
When they cannot
assaults a
lie,
pastor
they will put it on Holy Spirit.
is in danger. He's in more trouble than the pastor.
Imagine the talk.
Pastors are not ordinary people.
Story.
If you like, you can call them ordinary men. That's up to you. But the spirit that works with them, when that spirit is fighting,
My guy, you go learn, rehearse this your method of manipulation very well, because this thing is not going to continue to work. This is a complete manipulation. In every country you go, Oyahilome, there is a law of the land. Whether or not they create our own bandit law, they even the Bible now don't change and turn around to una taste, to take for you people to be making money the way you want to make money. We have been watching all of you for long. But the law of the land is what affects everybody, because not everybody is a Christian. Some people is a Muslim. Some people is a Juju server. Some people is everybody have their own belief, okay? Because most of you Africans or Nigeria, you behave as if it's only Christian that coexist in Nigeria. That everything have to be done in your own way. Apart from that, they say Spanish is a religious Christian religious country. There is nowhere when it comes to things that will benefit generally that religion is even close to that place. They don't even take it close. They do things out of religion. They don't even invite you people. That is how a country functions, not by putting a law attached with religion. No, there is a freedom of religion, of belief, and of worship wherever over here, but it is not an obligation that when the government put the law, you have to manipulate it to the people. You can be charged in a country where things are functioning because you are obstructing the law. But be that many of you, you manage a lot of crowd and you are not doing better. You manipulate them to get your money. You manipulate them to get everything you want from them. You manipulate their family. You manipulate their friends around them. So it is not obvious that Oyahilome can come out with this type of debates or this type of manipulation tactics, telling people to touch a pastor it is a scale something or a sacrilege. You shouldn't. A police cannot quote the law to the pastor. A judge cannot quote the law to the pastor. Meanwhile, when he traveled and come to Europe, he abide by every law. He cannot even break a traffic law in UK just because he's Oyahilome. Nobody cared to know him. But because he is in Nigeria, where there is a lot of gullible people, a lot of people that are sleeping, a lot of backward people that are still pulling Africa back, he can come over there and talk every rubbish that pleases him. And he just wants all of us to take it. There are people that cut this portion of this video, 5 minutes, 25 seconds, because people see that there are things they can talk about. He said, Pastor Chris Oyahilome continue to manipulate his ignorant, gullible follower. He doesn't want you to use your brain or to question anything, which is the titles that most of the African pastors normally use, and they engineer their member that the moment you start to question them, the moment you start to question things, ask questions, you become the devil in the congregation, you become the evil, you become the bad person. They will say that devil, they use you. They will say that Satan, they use you. They try with every type of manipulation tactics that is not working. At the end, that is where they originate that word Satan, devil, whatever. Because I checked the other video we watched before. That boy talks with watching his environment, what he saw in his environment. Meanwhile, some Africans that are still 30 years old, they can't understand their environment. They don't know what they want. They are just coexisting, like the other one said in the comment just now, that it is God. God know what they want. Maybe God, one thing you make sure I like is the proliferation of churches in Nigeria. However, as human cannot live without God. It's you that cannot live without God. It's you that cannot live without churches everywhere. It's you that choose to be going to church and remain jobless, live in poverty, waiting for your imaginary home in heaven. It's you and maybe friends and people that are moving with you that are waiting to live in an imaginary home while you are living in slum in the world, in the real world. Meanwhile, you are waiting to have a home in heaven, a one room or a mansion in heaven. That is your own brainwash, what you believe in. He said he knows our problems, and that your God knows your problem, that the problem you have is replacing where you are supposed to build your factory, your hospital, repair your road. Your God knows your problem, that your problem was to be inside a place called church and begin to clap and make noise, contaminate the environment, and you die and go and meet him in heaven and stay in your one room. You will stay in the real world being tortured, hunger, sickness, whatever. Then you will die and go and live in with your God. You can take that, you, your children, your generation, you people can live miserable like that. But me, I choose not to live like that. That is what I'm speaking at. Okay? This video, it might not be for every Nigeria, but some people that really want to understand, we know. He said he knows our problem. Him has solution beyond human comprehension. And I want to really know the solution that your God have applied to your country for the years you people have been clapping, singing, disturbing your environment, contaminating your environment, putting the church where you are supposed to put your factories, your business, your companies, your schools. You replace everything with the church. And the greediness doesn't stop there. These bandits, profit pastors, they build schools that you cannot even afford. But that didn't wake many of you up, because many of you are dead asleep. So I think I've been able to break down this video, analyze this video, and make you people to understand all the manipulation tactics they use. They don't want you to obey the law, because the moment they love, many of these pastors are power drunk. They are so drunk with whatsoever they believe in. They are so drunk because they have crowd that is cheering them, crowd that is clapping for them, and they have money to carry themselves, not even you. Okay? They are money drunk, they are power drunk, so they don't want that attention to shift to the government, because when the people begin to abide by the law and the government is functioning the way it is supposed to function, these pastors are going to lose a lot of money, the way they are losing money now with the COVID-19. They are losing a lot of money. There is no gathering, which means there is no money. That is why some of the pastors went to do promo codes where you can press 1 to donate money, where you can press 2 to donate your house, where you can press 3 to donate your wife to the pastor, where you can press 4 to donate your side chick. That is why they did all those things, so that they will not lose benefit, and you will not lose your attention on them, because they know that now that you are at home, you are going to divert your fucking attention to the social media. You might see video like this by Shine Your Eye. You might see a lot of teachings from Daddy Freeze. You might see a lot of teachings from a lot of people, and you might see a lot of video that can trigger you and open your eyes. There was a guy 4 or 5 years ago who was talking to in comment section. I think 5 or 6 years ago. The guy came back to my inbox and apologized to me. The comment I posted, he said, "I'm very sorry. Say sorry to your other friend, Stefan, and to forgive me, because it was very insultive. But after 4 or 6 years, he wake up, okay? Everything is going to be gradually, because this a religious problem, it wasn't a thing that was done in one day. It was just a little bit of injection every day, every day, every day. You say Jesus, you say that from childhood, revelation, everything. You cannot read, you cannot live without the Bible. You have to think about the Bible. Anywhere you go, you have to put God first. Anything, if the motor want to crash, you have to put God. If the motor crash and everybody died, it remain only you one and all your body burn to number nonsense, you have about 10 great burns on all your body, one of your eye blind. You have to laugh at the rest people that their God or your God took them away because they were sinners, because they were not righteous enough. God saved you because you love you so much, and it took about 10, 15 or 20 people inside the bus, even the children inside the bus. It took all of them away and it left you with about 10 great burns. You all were brainwashed to think that way for years. It is not something you will just wake up and understand. Okay, it took me time, it took me years to study, it took me time to understand all this indoctrination. Okay, it wasn't a one-day business, it wasn't a one-day thing. And I've protected my own home out of this religious problem right from childhood. I don't put my children into all this. I'm happy about it. So therefore, I'm going to stop this video. I hope I can be able to do more video all the time. I don't care if you come here to come and Jesus baby, you are Mary baby. I don't care. Okay? Can do whatever you pleases you. If I feel like blocking you, I block you. You take your triggerness, you take your sentiment elsewhere. I don't care. Okay? So, bye-bye, everyone. It is the Real Edo Girl. Sorry. That is my YouTube channel name. So, it is the Shine Your Eye Facebook. Bye. And I have a page. If you like, you can join our page where it's not a religious space, okay? So don't enter. And women that are less religious, women that are not shouting Jesus up and down, that are using their brain, you are invited to my page, Shine Your Eye, because if you're a single woman, you can easily meet with people there and merge, because you cannot be somebody that is a free thinker and you get married to all this Oyedipo Suleiman children. It is going to be a direct ticket to divorce. You have to marry a woman that is less religious. A woman will not carry all this church for her, because at the end, it's not going to benefit you anything. Even to open a leg will be a problem. So without calling Jesus, you cannot enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. So bye everyone. Bye.